Good evening, everyone, and welcome here to the penultimate round of the championship. We are here at Rockingham for round 29 of the 2020 season. It has came down to it, a nail-biter in the championship. Jake Bassinger, Luke Martin, a difference of 10 points coming into this race. Martin and Bassinger, who's going to come out on top in this race? Matthew Rodriguez left Atlanta heartbroken after a fuel strategy played her hands and him finishing outside the top 20, and it ended up putting him near a full race behind. Coming in this event, only him, Shelley, Martin, and Bassinger left in this championship race. James Shelley will need something big to happen for him to be mathematically in the hunt after this one. But really, the main contenders, it is Luke Martin and Jake Bassinger. Jake Bassinger has won a championship before. Luke Martin, the pressure is on. And Martin does not look like he has the best car coming in this race weekend. Turner Performance Racing, for practice and qualifying, looked like they have the upper hand, but it was the Allen Family Racing Team boys that were on the front row for today's race. Ryan Acosta and Chris Dodd will lead the field to green. And then you have Luke Martin's teammate starting in row 2. Lamas won in a crazy race at Atlanta, taking the win from Jake Bassinger. Bassinger, that was a costly win that slipped through his grasp, but he will start 17th today. Luke Martin just ahead in 16th, getting ready for one of the most important events of the calendar in 2020. Let's get down to start for Rockingham. Getting set and ready to go racing for the penultimate round of this 2020 championship. The Allen Family Racing Team cars are on the front row. The two Chevys that were fast at Atlanta, they're fast at Rockingham. Row 2 for them. The Red Bull boys have gotten Charles Sanford a fast Toyota Camry. He'll be in row 3 alongside Ryan Griffin. And then you see the Turner Performance cars of Rodgers, Turner, Shelley, and alongside Shelley is Dylan Schwellenberg to make up the top 10. A little further back, you can see the IKEA Chevy of Luke Martin, the Bang Ford of Jake Bassinger. They're the main contenders that we're going to watch this afternoon. The green flag flies at Rockingham. We're underway. The cars fly through 3 and 4. This racetrack is very abrasive. It's just like Atlanta. This track, you're going to see tire wear come into play all afternoon. Short pitting will possibly be the better strategy, but as the run goes along, you're going to see these guys get better and better if they stay out longer. So strategy will come into play. Cody Lamas has moved up to second place past Chris Dodd. Charles Sanford, very good opening lap. He's up to 4th place. Caution flag looks like it is out. There's a caution on the speedway. William Brock and Doug Lockrow look to be in trouble. And here's what happened with Doug Lockrow and William Brock. James Sorfox is up there and in the wall and contact with the 38. The 38 is Caleb Hoffman. This race, a big hit for Doug Lockrow in the 62. He nearly got up on his side, but Lockrow got turned in the outside wall hard. Another replay of what happened. James Sorfox, maybe slight contact with Dylan Young, but Sorfox ends up catching the wall. You see him riding that wall off turn 2. Gets hit. Caleb Hoffman there, and then a lot of contact, beating and banging. There's Alexander Rowe. And a lot of cars, so Shake West getting a piece of that in the 26. As many cars tried to avoid the accident. Caleb Hoffman will finish the year out in that the Cybertron Motorsports car, the 38 car. But William Brock, he has had poor luck in the last couple of events in the 90 machine, and he's involved in the first caution flag of the day. On board with Nick Mace. Oh man, he just made it through there as well. Coming back to the restart, nobody in the top 30 have came down pit road to pit. We're still early in the running. I'm surprised that nobody took the chance, even though we had ran a couple laps on the green, to do pit stops. Because tire wear is very big around this racetrack. Luke Martin in the 0. Is that him in the wall? Luke Martin's up in the wall. Martin bounced bounces off the wall in turn 2. Martin's had problems. He has slid up and bounced off the wall. Luke Martin coming in this race, the championship leader. And how bad is that race car affected? That you can see the right side caved in on that 0 car. And Luke Martin just went up and hit the wall. And here's a replay. Martin had a run on his teammate Dejon Weeks, caught the wall entering turn 1, and then hugged it all around turns 1 and 2. Could not get off that wall. And pretty much rode the wall all the way around 1 and 2. And so Luke Martin's got a little bit of right side damage now to his IKEA Chevy. And just like Atlanta, Martin's gonna have to rebound from this, make some adjustments to that race car, and get his mindset focused once more. Jake Bassinger has got to be loving what he's seeing. The 0 car struggling early on as he works his way into the top 10. Just ahead of him, Matthew Rodriguez needs to finish ahead of Luke Martin and not really lose very much to any points at all on Jake Bassinger if he wants to stay in the hunt. James Shelley, we know he's an outsider as well. Zach Rogers going by the 3 of John Art. There's Charles Sanford getting swallowed whole by the 71 car. James Shelley really fast, going right by both of those machines. But the leader is Ryan Acosta. He holds half a second of a lead on Cody Lamas. Jesse Tunner has moved his way to 3rd. And Dom Capps for Martin Motorsports. He has just worked his way up to 11th place. He's making a run at DJ Curtis. So Dom Capps, a previous winner at Rockingham, looking very good early on, challenging for a top 10 place. Jake Bassinger on another race car. It's his teammate of Zach Rogers. And this is to put Jake Bassinger into the top 5. Matthew Rodriguez also looking to make a pass on Zach Rogers. Maybe a little bit of contact there. Rodriguez moving his way up to 6th place. Jake Bassinger's on the move. Luke Martin in the 0 has dropped down to 20th place. He's got a run on Charles Sanford. But that 0 car is going to need to make some big adjustments for pit stops when it happens. He still looks like he's got a decent enough car underneath of him as he drives underneath of Eric Burton and Jacob Hart. Burton really had to get out of the gas on the start-finish straight. But Martin going by Jacob Hart for 18th. Back at the lead, Jesse Tunner has moved his way up to 2nd place. Ryan Acosta's trying to check out. But Cody Lamas has dropped to 3rd. Chris Dodd still hanging on to that top 5 place. But 2nd and 3rd in the championship punt. There you see them. Jake Bassinger, Matthew Rodriguez. And also 4th place, James Shelley. Right there with them, guys. Bassinger's on the attack on Chris Dodd. Looking to go to his inside. Possibly Bassinger's got a good car today. And he's challenging the 44 for 4th place. Looking a little outside the top 20 early on. Dylan Schwellenberg's in 21st. Dylan Young, Bobby Jones, Jacob Hart, Jordan Fisher, Kyle Collins. Then there's Jeff James, Nick Mason, James Sorfox. 30th place is Vince Freeze. He's in a battle to keep the championship alive for him in the Rookie of the Year honors. He's in 30th place. Matt DeLeo is back in the Sony Cup Series ride for the first time this year. He's in the 98. This is the only time he'll race for this season. Hayden Klein's behind him. Zayden Davidson, Caleb Hoffman, Sean Harple, Alexander Rowe, William Brock with damage, Johnny Gardner, Charlie Smith, Jake West making up the top 40. Then the Cloud9 boys making up 41st and 42nd. The race lead is starting to heat up as Jesse Tunner is closing down Ryan Acosta for this top spot. Lamas is losing touch with these guys. But Jake Bassinger has moved his way past a Chris Dodd. He's up to 4th place. And James Shelley trying to get by Matthew Rodriguez. He will. That's for 6th place. We all love a good underdog battle. And here's Charlie Smith trying to make a pass on Johnny Gardner. This place is for 37th. So, I mean, gotta give some TV time to some of these guys. These guys do hard enough battle as it is in pre-qualifying to try and make the race. And Charlie Smith, Jake West, getting in this battle for 37th. Daniel Bouchard not too far behind either. So these guys have their own little race that they go on for points. Every point matters. Charlie Smith and Anjado get this battle done. And Jake West also moving past Johnny Gardner, but a long ways up ahead, a whole straightaway ahead, is Alexander Rowe. So Smith has a long ways to go to get to 36th. The leaders are now going through them, guys. Johnny Gardner's tires really falling off, so he's losing touch to Weston Smith. But Jesse Turner is not losing touch at all with Ryan Acosta. He is right there, waiting to bounce. As the tire wear continues to be a factor, we're up to about 30 laps into a run now. Ryan Acosta looking very good in his Dodge Challenger, but Jesse Turner looking just an inch better in this run. Turner looking for a way past. Dom Capps earlier was challenging for the top 10 spot. He has dropped a ways as Jeff James and also Bobby Jones have worked their way around Dom Capps, and here comes James Orfox as well. Capps is dropping down the field. He's down to 25th. Nick Mason has returned to the Sony Cup Series for 2020 using a 2019 body compared to everyone else using their up-to-date cars. This is kind of a poor showing for Mace that he's used to, but right now running in the 28th place. He's got Vince Freeze around him and Matt DeLeo that's chasing him for that 28th place. Just up ahead is Dom Capps and Jacob Hart, some past champions. But Nick Mace, this team is focused on next year. A 28th place run at the moment with an old race car. Gotta give them credit for trying with what little they have with preparation for this year. As here comes William Brock, a lap down car, going to go right by him. Dejon Weeks looking for a place. This is to move up to 7th place, and Dejon Weeks has it done. And here comes DJ Curtis, also going to try and make a pass. That's for 8th position, but Arndt's going to shut the door as they go around Jake West. Zach Rodgers holds 10th place. Ryan Griffin just outside of a top 10 run with Jeffrey Lynn, Matthew Rodriguez, Eric Damax, and Luke Martin. Martin has not been able to charge up the field. That damage of the zero on the right side might be hindering some downforce on that zero machine. He's in 15th place and currently losing the championship lead. A big scramble going on just ahead of them, though. Here comes Weeks to get by Chris Dodd for 6th. And Charlie Smith is just in the way. He's trying to stay out of this, but he is a lap down car. Here comes DJ Curtis up the middle, 3 wide there. And Ryan Griffin trying to take 10th place from somebody. He's going to get it from his teammate. Curtis squeezing out the middle. Zach Rodgers going to move up another position. Past DJ Curtis. Ryan Griffin takes 2 positions in 1. And Jeffrey Lynn eyeing up a top 10 place as Chris Dodd really has to lift there. And Matthew Rodriguez to his inside. It's been kind of a dismal second half of the year for Jordan Fisher. Fisher's been sliding into point standings, and he's outside the top 20, and he's been wanting to finish in the top 20 in points, but that placement is slipping ever so more. As Jordan Fisher getting a challenge from Caleb Hoffman. Hoffman really not having the best run he would hope to have in a Cybertron Motorsports entry as he challenged for that 31st place. Sean Harple just behind there too. Battles all around this racetrack. Jordan Fisher not where he really wants to be running. Dylan Young in the 1 car. His teammate Caleb Hoffman running outside the top 30. Jacob Hart is near 30th there. William Brock just basically body slammed James Orfox in a turn 1. Brock has them fresher tires. Moved James Orfox out of the way, but Orfox is running 23rd. Dylan Young, this is one of his best racetracks. And for him to be running 24th, the whole entire Cybertron Motorsports team really not performing like they would hope to be running. Derek Burton, right now running in 19th place, is the highest running Cybertron Motorsports entry. And the way they had been performing in the second half of the year, you would expect them to be closer to the top end of the grid than what they're doing. Here comes Kyle Collins, gonna strike a challenge on Burton for this place. Can't quite get him there. Race for 4th place. Here comes James Shelley to the inside of Jake Bassinger. Turner performance looking very good all around. John Hart has recently dropped outside the top 10. DJ Curtis worked his way by him. And how about Luke Martin? I thought Matthew Rodriguez was gonna pit there for a moment, but no, he's just entering way low. But Rodriguez is up to 12th. Luke Martin has worked his way up to 13th place. But the Turner Performance team looks very good. Jake Bassinger's down to 5th. James Shelley's up to 4th. And the race lead still is on as the leaders continue to push through lap cars. Doug Lockrow for a 2nd time. Acosta still leading over Jesse Turner with pit stops looming. Oh, and here comes Jesse Turner. Turner to the inside of Ryan Acosta. But lap car is Aiden Davidson. Oh, there they go. Jesse Turner's coming down pit road. He's going to short pit it. Actually, no. No, he is not. Jesse Turner's on the apron. Something is amiss with Jesse Turner's race car. I don't know why he wouldn't have came down pit road even if he had a problem. But Jesse Turner was going for the race lead, it looked like. Then took a big dive to the inside. Looked like he was going to pit road. Then did not. Jesse Turner. Unbelievable. This is New Hampshire vibes all over again. And Jesse Turner trying to limp it back to pit road. Re-enters the racetrack right in front of Bobby Jones. Very unsafe driving by Jesse Turner. Finally comes down pit road. But Bobby Jones has a bunch of front end damage. Jesse Turner, a bunch of back end damage. And the very same lap, Richard Johnson's Red Bull has blown up. So Richard Johnson and Red Bull Racing 49 laps in, and he is out of the race. Well, this has changed the complexion of the race a little bit. Now a 3-second lead over Cody Lamas. James Shelley's up to third. Jake Bassinger's up to fourth. Dejon Weeks in fifth. Zach Rodders, Ryan Griffin, Jeffrey Lynn. Then race for ninth. John Art, DJ Curtis making up the top 10. 11th and 12th, Matthew Rodriguez and Luke Martin. Chris Dodd has dropped outside the top 10. Dylan Schwellenberg has done good to rebound. He's in the top 15. He's gotten by Eric DeMax. Jesse Turner is re-entering the racetrack, so whatever issue it was for Jesse Turner, the team has got it fixed, and he is back on the racetrack. But Turner looks to be a few laps down, and he is 2 laps down, possibly 3 now. Yes, he is 3 laps down, so Jesse Turner's race really took a beating at Rockingham, whatever issue it was. And Luke Martin has made his presence known back in the top 10. So Luke Martin currently is only 2 points behind Jake Bassinger in the standings. And is that him coming to pit road? Yes, it is. Luke Martin is short pitting. Luke Martin with a short pit. This is going to be very big for Luke Martin. He just needs to hope the caution flag doesn't come out. But Luke Martin, I like this call to get him fresh tires, maybe adjust on the race car a little bit, get track position. And Luke Martin, this is a big deal for CM Racing to try and get something out of this. As we always do, here's Luke Martin leaving pit road. We have got to show you just how big fresh tires mean. This is how much of a big deal they mean. Martin just flying around these guys after he just got on the racetrack. Johnny Gardner there, the 78, but look how fast he's going to run up on the 45 of Ryan Acosta. He just yards these guys down the straightaway, too. And Luke Martin just blowing by Ryan Acosta. And he's going to blow right by Caleb Hoffman, too. Them tires mean a lot here at Rockingham as he just blows by everybody. A big wad of race cars. This is for second place. Remember, some guys are still trying to pit. Lamas, Shelley, Bassinger on top of each other. Bassinger getting into Shelley. Shelley hangs on to it. This is a race for third place with Shelley, Bassinger. Weeks is there too. But Jake Bassinger has to keep a cool head. It is lap 60 in the event. And Jake Bassinger needs to ensure that he gets to the checkered flag and has a good finish this afternoon. James Orfox has pressure tires and that Monster Energy Racing 77. And he's got a big run on these guys, just nowhere to go with it. But you can just see 60 laps on these tires, and they are practically stopping in the middle of the corners. Ryan Acosta in the 45 has hit pit road. Eric DeMax has too. So he's the first of the big leaders to come down pit road. Ryan Acosta is, as many other cars are starting to make their entrance down pit road. And here comes Cody Lamas, Jake Bassinger, James Shelley, and Zach Rodders and Dejon Weeks are going to stay out. So Dejon Weeks and Zach Rodders take their turn at the point, and Rodders going for the race lead. As the race lead is cycling out, pit stops are finishing. Luke Martin short pitting as much as he did. is in the race lead. And they look like they have buffed out that right side, and indeed they have. They've made adjustments on pit stops. And Luke Martin is that. And the caution flag is out. I thought I might have seen it. Caution flag is out. There's a big crash down in turn 4. Jake Bassinger is in that. Matthew Rodriguez is too. Jake West, John Art. But Jake Bassinger is in this wreck. Jake Bassinger off turn 4. Matthew Rodriguez I've seen spinning too. The caution flag is out. Jake Bassinger, one of the biggest championship contenders all season, has been in a big crash off turn 4. And the championship bid for 2020 might be done. Jake Bassinger, the heavy back end damage and front end damage on that 97. Jake Bassinger, he's coming down pit road. And a retirement by Jake Bassinger would prove very costly in the penultimate round of the championship. And Bassinger's on pit road. You see Luke Martin pitting. Martin pitting from the lead. This has worked out beautifully for Luke Martin. Not only because of Bassinger retiring out, or we don't know if he's going to retire. He's still on pit road, maybe getting some damage repair. But Jake Bassinger, something has gone wrong terribly for Jake Bassinger, and big time break for Luke Martin. He's going to get fresh tires out of this. Here's what happened to Jake Bassinger. Bassinger was racing with Cody Lamas for the 4th position. And we're going to get a replay. It happened down in turn 3 and 4. William Brock was coming down pit road. And James Shelley turned Bassinger, and a hard hit between him and Harple. Matthew Rodriguez spinning on the apron to miss that accident. Jake West cutting in front of Jordan Fisher, spinning him out into Zach Rodgers. DJ Curtis getting heavy damage too. We saw John Art spin there. Matthew Rodriguez might actually not have any damage. We've seen him solo spin off turn 4, trying to miss that. And here's Matthew Rodriguez running up on the accident, hits it all the way to the inside, a hard left-hander, and spins out all by himself. I don't really see that often. Curtis runs right in the back of Jake Bassinger, and that is going to really kill the aerodynamics that 97 has from the rear, but he was already beat to hell anyway. Another view of it, William Brock pitting in front of these guys, really bottomed up the field, and Shelley turned Bassinger just that little bit down into Brock, and Matthew Rodriguez, a big avoidance to the inside. Doesn't look like he gets any damage from that, but Rodgers with West and Fisher, and then Art also got a piece. Curtis into the back of Bassinger. A lot happened off of turn 4 in slow motion. Jake Bassinger's season could be done as far as the championship is decided. Shelley got into the back end of Bassinger, which turned him and Shelley down into William Brock. Shelley got a little bit of damage from that. Up into the outside wall, Harple tried to slow up. Big time damage to the 97 there. Eric DeMaxi, hard slide to get to the inside. There's Smith, Weeks, Jeff James, and then you see Rodriguez panicking, going to the inside as hard as he could. And a 4-wheel drift sliding by. Oh my goodness. Matthew Rodriguez's slide is going to prove to be very good for him. And then you see Jake West, and they're making contact. And Jake West coming back up the racetrack into Zach Rodgers. And Curtis hitting Bassinger. Aren't really know where to go. Hits him there too. But no damage for Matthew Rodriguez. But for Jake Bassinger, comes in this race 10 points back. And this is going to be costly. On board with Jake Bassinger. Taking a look from James Shelley. The save of a lifetime to keep the championship fight alive. He absolutely just panicked, hard left, and nobody hit him. On board with Jake West, who was trying to run down Charlie Smith just up ahead. He was a part of the accident as well. This race has been taking a huge left turn. Oh my goodness. We're coming up on halfway in the race. Luke Martin pitting when he did. He is down to 18th place. So he's got the fresher tires, along with Dodd, Hart, and a few others behind him. Jeffrey Lynn's your race leader over Acosta, Lama Shelley, and Eric DeMax. And Jake Bassinger is out of the race in 40th. Bassinger could not continue on, and he's out of the race. And Bassinger's only going to gain 1 point, which means for Luke Martin. Oh, and there's cars sliding all around William Brock. But for Luke Martin, this championship could be wrapped up and decided today. Luke Martin, a 4th place finish or better, and Luke Martin is the 2020 champion as long as Matthew Rodriguez does not finish ahead of him. Oh, and James Sorfox wisely getting out of the way there. But Luke Martin has got to keep his nose clean. The championship possibility is there for Martin today. He could do it today. It is a realistic opportunity, but he needs to get to the checkered flag, and that is all that's going to matter as he goes by Matthew Rodriguez. That crash is going to be a defining moment in this championship battle. Jake Bassinger has got to be so defeated, and I feel gutted for him. As we come to lap 80, on the board, Jeffrey Lynn leading his teammate. Collins is a lap down, but Ryan Acosta, who was very good in the early going, he's in 2nd. Then it's Lamas, Eric DeMax, and Dejon Weeks. That's the top 5. Dylan Schwellenberg has done a great job to get back up here. He's in 6th. Eric Burton has done a good job to get up here. He's in 7th. Then there's Ryan Griffin. Zach Rodgers, he was involved in that crash, and you see the damage there. He's in 9th. Jeff James is in the top 10, and Luke Martin in 11th place. Could the championship be a possibility today? Still a ways to go. We got a little under halfway in the race. James Shelley in 11th. He's got to be heartbroken that he was the one that made contact with his teammate. You cannot afford to wreck your teammate out, and especially with it being Jake Bassinger. Gutted for the entire Turner Performance team, but Luke Martin searching for an opportunity today. Collins trying to get his lap back is going to open the door for Ryan Acosta to take the race lead, and Ryan Acosta door-to-door with the Horizon Group Dodge. And Ryan Acosta to the inside of Jeffrey Lynn, taking the race lead. Martin to the inside of Jeff James for 10th place. Easily going to get that done. Jeff James had to lift a whole lot, but Luke Martin up into the top 10. 2nd place could be under doubt. Here comes Cody Lamas. Lamas looking to go back-to-back today. He won at Atlanta last week. He wants to grab the victory here at Rockingham. To the inside, and Eric DeMax going to follow through. DeMax is up to 3rd. Weeks and Schwellenberg wants a piece of this battle too. Jeffrey Lynn really struggling on his tires on this run. Continues to drop through the field as Ryan Griffin going by him. That's for 7th place. And battle for 9th place. Luke Martin closing in on Eric Burton, trying to make this pass done. Remember, Martin pitted when everyone else kind of stayed out. Everyone else kind of had 2, 3, 4 lap older tires than Martin. And Martin just easily drives to the inside of Landon Burton. And Luke Martin from 10th place up to 8th. But Schwellenberg looking for a pass on Dejon Weeks. Weeks trying to hang on. But Dejon Weeks looks as though he's going to lose his place to Dylan Schwellenberg. Cody Lamas just ahead is closing down. Ryan Acosta for the lead. Acosta really struggling with Kyle Collins. Collins doing a great job to stay on the lead lap, but this is allowing the field to reel him back in. And Lamas is second, DeMax third. Weeks does hang on. He went right back around the outside on Dylan Schwellenberg. Zach Rodgers in his beat-up 99 is looking pretty competitive out there. He's in 6th place. He's looking for a move on Dylan Schwellenberg. Schwellenberg struggling with his race car, and Rodgers diving into the inside. And behind him, a battle for the 7th place. Luke Martin gonna try and go after another one. He will. He's gonna get this place from Griffin. They're all on top of each other. Acosta finally got by Kyle Collins, but Lamas has a field of race cars in his rearview mirror. And Eric DeMax, Dejon Weeks, Zach Rodgers, Dylan Schwellenberg, Luke Martin is there. Luke Martin could clinch the title if he gets a 4th place finish or better. That is all he will need. He needs to outscore Jake Bassinger by 40 points. And with Jake Bassinger getting 1 point, it's either 4th place because 42 points, and then it's 40 points for 5th. And he would only gain 39 points on Bassinger if he finished 5th. But Luke Martin and CM Racing, what a year it has been for these guys to be in this prime position. This is a race for the lead up ahead. Acosta, Lamas, Weeks, DeMax, Rodgers, they're all in this picture for the lead. Cody Lamas to the inside is going to take the race lead coming to lap 100. Cody Lamas, Dejon Weeks going 1-2. Zach Rodgers looking to the inside for looking for 2nd place. And Luke Martin, that big pass on Ryan Acosta has moved him up into that important 4th place for him. For Luke Martin and CM Racing, it doesn't really have to be today, but they have to get to the checkered flag. It is so important for them. Martin to the inside of his teammate, trying to get 2nd place. Is that? Yes, looking for 2nd place on Dejon Weeks. Cody Lamas trying to drive away. Dylan Schwellenberg and Eric DeMax looking very good in the Rodriguez racing cars, while Matthew Rodriguez in the number 9, there he is. He's in 16th. Rodriguez 16th, James Shelley 15th. And this is not where they need to be running if they wanted to keep their championship hopes alive. And Rodriguez, a very poor run. He's got a big run on the leader. Luke Martin taking a peek to the inside of Cody Lamas. Them 2-3 laps, fresher tires coming to play for Luke Martin. And Luke Martin has taken the race lead on lap 103. I don't believe anyone could have expected this championship battle to turn like it has. Martin first, Bassinger P40 and out of the race. Unbelievable the racing we have seen. But with just under 50 laps of racing to go, still anything can happen. Ryan Griffin has recently moved his way into 5th. He's looking for 4th. He dive bombs it on Eric DeMax. Acosta struggling with Kyle Collins again. Daniel Bouchard and Charlie Smith doing their own little battle, but they're up top and out of the way. Griffin up to 4th place. Zach Rodgers to the inside of Cody Lamas. This is a race for 2nd place, and the Turner Performance team has had 2 of its best drivers today go out in smoke, but they want at least one of them to go out in glory. and win this race. Zach Rodgers has never won a Sony Cup Series race. He looked into the inside of the lap car. James Sorfox, he's going to get back by him here. He's got about over a second to run down Luke Martin, who has fresher tires at this point. So I expect Rodgers, Lamas, and everyone else to come down pit road soon. The caution flag is out. So the caution flag flies just before pit stop. Some guys were in the middle of making them, but I don't believe the leaders had came down pit road just yet. We're gonna get a replay of what has happened. Here's a replay of what brought out the yellow flag. Jacob Hart got in the back bumper of John Hart, spun him right in front of Eric Tamax. And Hart went for a 360 in the middle of the front straightaway, and the caution flag flew. For all intent and purposes, Jacob Hart and John Hart were racing for position, so this wasn't a lap car situation, but I think Jacob Hart, I don't know what the issue was there, but apparently John Hart had made Jacob Hart pretty upset as Hart just hooked him around in turn 4. Surprisingly, I'm expecting everyone to come down pit road. We're on lap 114. Everyone should be able to make it all the way on. Whoa! Contact between the teammates again! Turner Performance teammates again have tangled. This time it's Rodgers and Turner. Did you see that? Rodgers was coming to pit road and Jesse Turner came up and drilled Rodgers. I have no idea what that was about. Here's Jesse Turner. I have no idea what the Turner Performance team is doing today. Anyway, that is going to put Rodgers on a different strategy. And Turner might be black flagged for passing the pace car. But Zach Rodgers now has even more left side damage. And if he wants to pit for tires, I believe he's going to have to if he wants to make it all the way. Zach Rodgers, the number 99, is going to have to make an unscheduled stop around the next lap with the lap down cars and lose all that positions because he was second place. Well, coming back to the restart, Cody Lamas, strangely enough, had a weird pit stop. He took right side tires, I believe. Or did he take tires at all? I can't quite be sure, but he did a very odd strategy that has him up front. And Lamas is your leader over Luke Martin, Ryan Griffin, Dylan Schwellenberg, Dejon Weeks, Ryan Acosta, Dylan Young, Chris Dodd, Matthew Rodriguez, and Zachary Fitzwater. That's your top 10. Lamas in the 4 car really did not get going on that restart. Dylan Young with a big move to the inside of the 1 car. And Cody Lamas is coming down pit road. Signaling to pit road, and this is going to bottom up to everybody. Acosta really had to slam on brakes. Same with Matthew Rodriguez, Curtis, and Zach Rodgers. A lot of guys. Oh, they're 3 wide. Careful, guys, in a turn 1. Oh, and somebody, Hayden Klein, in the wall further back. Davidson on the apron. Everyone keeps it pointed straight. Matthew Rodriguez again losing valuable time. But Luke Martin is the race leader, I believe. Yes, he is. Luke Martin leading the race with so many cars on the tail end of the lead lap. Dylan, a 1 lap down, just up ahead of him. Dylan Schwellenberg going for second place. Jeff James was in the way of Ryan Griffin. And Dylan Schwellenberg makes that pass, and he's up into P2. And now has to challenge Luke Martin. That 20 car's been pretty quick. Now with the same fresh tires as Luke Martin, he's got to set out on that 0 machine. Dejon Weeks looking for 3rd place. Weeks is going to go up to 3rd. Griffin down another position. Chris Dodd going to challenge Griffin here soon if Griffin can't get to the inside. James Shelley in the 71. He's in 6th place. Dylan Young, he was outside the top 20 early on, and he's in the top 10 now. There's Zachary Fitzwater trying to get a top 10 run. Ryan Acosta and Matthew Rodriguez in the top 10. 20 laps to go. The lead has stayed the same. Luke Martin with 3 seconds on Ryan Griffin. Griffin's gotten back by Dylan Schwellenberg. Dylan Young's up to 4th. Zachary Fitzwater's in 5th. But Luke Martin has been pulling the gap on second place Ryan Griffin, and he is doing more than enough to try and clinch the Sony Cup Series title one race early. Jordan Davis did it last year and stamped his name into the record books as a two-time champion, or actually as a three-time champion. Luke Martin has never won the Sony Cup Series crown. He has been runner-up 5 times. He needs to make sure he gets to the checkered flag. That is all that matters. And even if you finish in the top 10 at this rate, the championship looks good. With Jake Bassinger only getting 1 point this race, it looks so good for Luke Martin. 4th place is all he needs, and it's all the way back to Dylan Young that holds it. Zachary Fitzwaters in 5th. Matthew Rodriguez, the only thing that can keep him in the title fight alive. If he loses less than 2 points, that's the equivalent of him finishing only 1 position behind in the top 10 as long as Martin doesn't win. And it does not look like that could be the case. Luke Martin has just been so good this year, and he's out front. Oh, and the engine has expired! Luke Martin's engine has let go! The engine has gone up in smoke! Luke Martin's engine has expired! The engine has blown up! The CM Racing engine has gone on Luke Martin! The commentators curse on Luke Martin! Luke Martin will not clinch the title! Not today, at least. Luke Martin, he had this one in the bag. 15 laps shy of the finish. And Luke Martin and CM Racing equally or even more as gutted than Jake Bassinger and team. The engine has let go on Luke Martin's race car. And Luke Martin, he's going to finish 39th with 1 point. That's as if nobody else finishes out before they lap him. 39 cars are running, 38 now. And Luke Martin and CM Racing, what a championship fight this has turned into. Jake Bassinger has hope going into Charlotte. And you do not want to give Bassinger a second chance. You do not want to give Jake Bassinger a second chance at this title. That is shaking everything up. Ryan Griffin, coming with 12 laps to go, is your race leader by over a second and a half on Dylan Schwallenberg. Schwallenberg, Young, Fitzwater, Matthew Rodriguez. Oh my goodness. What is this going to do to Rodriguez and Shelley? I gotta do the math in my head. Martin, 1 point on the board. Same with Bassinger. Rodriguez entered this race 46 points back. Matthew Rodriguez could take the championship lead if he wins this race. If Rodriguez wins this race, which it doesn't look like it's going to happen, he would take the championship lead. But it looks very good for Rodriguez. If he can finish in the top 5, if he can finish where he is, he's back in this championship fight. James Shelley has dropped to 9th place. He came in this race where? 86 back. Is that the case for Shelley? We're looking at this live. So much has happened. The championship's been flipped on its roof. Luke Martin, devastated. CM Racing, heartbroken. The championship has slipped from their grasp 1 race prior. They're not going to lose the championship lead heading into Charlotte unless Rodriguez wins. James Shelley came to this race 87 points trailing. If James Shelley can finish 5th or better in this race, he'll stay mathematically in the championship hunt. So a 5th place finish is on the cards for Shelley if he can. That would mean he would be back in this championship fight. Dylan Young closing. We're losing touch of this race battle. Dylan Young is challenging for the race win. We're so focused on what has happened in the championship fight. Ryan Griffin, who was put in the race lead after that, is now being challenged by Dylan Young. Young's got some back end damage, and he is challenging Ryan Griffin. With 5 laps to go at the stripe at least, and Griffin the inside of Jeffrey Lynn to put him a lap down. Griffin versus Dylan Young. Young was poor early in the race outside the top 20. Him and Dylan Schwellenberg both. I think Fitzwater was as well. Just goes to show you can never give up. Fitzwater, Schwellenberg, Dylan Young, they never gave up. They are in the hunt for the race win. But Ryan Griffin in search of his 2nd win of the season. If Griffin can hang on, he'll get his 10th career Sony Cup Series checkered flag. Dylan Young losing touch with Ryan Griffin. Dylan Schwellenberg, 3rd place. Looking very good. Oh, Eric DeMax chasing. Oh, he goes in apron now. But he really ran down Jeffrey Lynn there. Zach Rodgers trying to fight back after that issue with him and his teammate. He's in 8th place. James Shelley. Top 5 is what he needs to stay in the hunt. Some cars look like they're coming down pit road possibly. Zachary Fitzwater has to come down pit road. Oh man, is this going to be another pit strategy race? With 2 laps to go, Ryan Griffin set and sail. A lap and a half to go. He's got Dylan Young, Dylan Schwellenberg, and Matthew Rodriguez looking for 4th place on Chris Dodd. He might be able to get it. Griffin stays out. Young stays out. Rodriguez doesn't have to pit this time. The white flag flies. None of the other leaders are having to pit. But James Shelley, he's in 6th place. Not going to be able to keep the title fight alive. But Ryan Griffin, in a crazy race, is going to win for the 10th time in the Sony Cup Series. Ryan Griffin, 2nd win of the season. Dylan Young, Dylan Schwellenberg. They were so poor early in the race, but they have rebounded to 2nd and 3rd. Chris Dodd 4th, Matthew Rodriguez 5th place. 5th place for Matthew Rodriguez, 6th for Dejon Weeks. Ryan Acosta in 8th place. 9th for Zach Rodgers. DJ Curtis, he ran in the back of Jake Bassinger early on when that big crash happened. I mean, Zach Rodgers spun too, but a crazy rebound for DJ Curtis. But how about Ryan Griffin? Ryan Griffin in the 43. Griffin could possibly be his final win with Allen Family Racing Team. Gets it at Rockingham. And Griffin becomes the 17th different driver to win 10 or more races in the Sony Cup Series. That's a pretty big accomplishment for somebody that joined the series in 2017. Dylan Young, Dylan Schwellenberg, like we mentioned, that was great rebounds for them. But, wow. Dejon Weeks, that is his 10th top 10 of the season. Zachary Fitzwater's 9th top 10 slipped away at the end, did not finish there. Oh my goodness. This championship fight has been turned upside down. Matthew Rodriguez gained 40 points today. And I believe Matthew Rodriguez has jumped to second in the championship. We have a 3-driver battle heading into the season finale. And it could be anybody's game. I'm not sure how much Rodriguez is behind, but he is definitely ahead of Bassinger. And Bassinger and Martin, with them finishing level on points, 39th and 40th for Martin and Bassinger. They have to be both gutted, but I feel more gutted for Martin being less than 15 laps shy of clinching his first Sony Cup Series championship. And the engine lets go. 14 laps from the finish. Anyway, 3 drivers within 10 points of the championship. Who is going to win the Sony Cup Series crown for 2020 at Charlotte? 1 week later, we'll decide it all. Thank you all for watching. Congratulations to Ryan Griffin on being in the elite category of 10+ wins in the series with that dramatic win today. And this championship fight is gonna get exciting. Let's see how it pans out. Is it gonna be Luke Martin, Matthew Rodriguez, or Jake Bassinger? Which one will take the championship? We're gonna have to wait 1 week to decide. See you then, and congratulations again to Ryan Griffin.